Well, hello to everybody out there on the interwebs who loves miniatures. I'm Doc Eon. This is Monday, the 28th of August, 2023, and I'm here to ramble. This week I've rambled together 5 models. First off, from Malifaux, from the first edition range of metal models, we have Colette, the Avatar version of Colette, which is subdivided into 3 figures, 2 of which are making fire magic, and 1 is just pulling a rabbit out of the hat. Now, some of these first edition metal Malifaux minis are not well cast. I wouldn't say they're badly sculpted, but sometimes the casting is not good. For instance, on this version of her, the face, possibly because it's kind of looking down and kind of occluded, it's just kind of a shapeless lump of metal. There are no features on her face, which made it very hard to paint. But you know, apart from those issues, I put this together and painted it very similar to the artwork. That box didn't have examples of painted miniatures, but there was a painting, like a piece of art on the front. And I followed that color scheme pretty much. So yeah, red hair, red dresses, black pieces of outfit as well. And I tried to paint kind of sheer stockings on this, like slightly see-through, but not black stockings, just gray. Whereas this is pretty much the same, also kind of see-through, but well, not sure how it turned out. Then we have these other 2 minis, which are Reaper models. This is the Wendigo, which I added some color to. I mean, most artwork depicting Wendigos from games like D&D and Pathfinder, it's just pure white and slightly grayish and dripping with blood. So I added a few varieties of whites, some warm whites and some cold whites, or near whites, not pure white, because that just doesn't look good on a mini. And then we have the Lamia Priestess, which is the sort of D&D version of a Lamia, which is some sort of weird cat centaur or something. It's hard to tell what it is. It's like 1 set of hooves and 1 set of, like 4 legs, and the back legs have hooves and the front legs have paws and claws. And so, a little odd. But, and her face is also oddly sculpted. But, there it is. 5 models done. It's a pretty good haul. Let's go on to
well, looky here. There's quite a lot of paint on these figures. This Colette crew in front is, I would say, almost at least 50% done. Well on the way to completion, and you know, everything is blocked out. Everything has at least a base coat, and some portions are actually finished on them. And in the back we have these new Hasselhoff minis that have been primed. They've been put on these bases. They actually have 1 overall coat of light primer that I actually went in, which was applied through airbrush, and then I went in with a brush and just put a darker, like dark gray primer over the bases to separate those. I do this sometimes. I just put a basic, like, base coat on the base, so just because to make it more distinct from the actual figure when I'm painting. And I mean, let's see, how am I going to paint this? This girl looks like, what's her name? Celine from the Underworld series, which painting it all black leather and latex would be, that would look boring on a miniature, so we'll have to think of something else. Here's this weird guy. He looks like a drunk. He's just holding his pistol in a very weird grip, like not ready to shoot it. It's perhaps hard to tell at a distance, but it's just barely holding on. He's got like a bottle in the other hand, and he's one bare foot. On the other hand, he's got a Doc Savage haircut. I'm not sure why that is. It looks exactly like the Man of Bronze hair. So Doc Savage got drunk? I don't know. This girl, as mentioned, is just in a mini dress with submachine guns. We have kind of a sci-fi soldier dude with some sort of body armor and a futuristic blaster or something. This is Snake Plissken, very obviously. Here's a biker chick with dual pistols, and another. This is more like a modern day soldier in body armor, and a helmet, and an assault rifle. So a good variety of stuff, and yeah, just gotta get cracking on it. So this week I'm inventorying something I'd forgotten I had. You'll remember maybe a few months back I showed you some boxes of plastic minis, sets of minis for Frostgrave and one of their spin-off games, Ghost Archipelago, which is a skirmish game that takes place on tropical islands with bands of pirates, essentially. And the lizard folk that live on the islands who oppose them. And this box is 48 models with all the metal minis from Ghost Archipelago. I apparently backed that crowdfunding all the way and got all the models in the initial release. So, well, there's 47 metal and 1 resin figure. Not sure why that's resin. And it's a bunch of pirates, and well, the pirate sort of wizards, they're called heritors, I believe, that lead the war bands in this game. So, wow. Well, now I know that I own these as well. Surprise, surprise. I'm pretty sure that I never backed the Stargrave crowdfunder. I have, you'll see later, I have some Stargrave plastic sets that I bought later, but Ghost Archipelago was the last one that I sort of went in for hard, I believe. And yeah, so like so many weeks, I have to say I don't know when I'll ever get around to painting these, because I don't see any immediate practical use for them, but now I know I have these. And yeah, now you also know. Anyway, that was the inventory. Now for new projects, I don't currently have any Reaper figures in the pipeline or any real monsters, so let's get some of these. These are all Reaper. And this is a monster. Conjunctivius is sort of a beholder-ish. Not quite a beholder, not a real beholder, but sort of an eye beast. And then there's 3 dark dwarves. So they're humanoids, but they're also sort of monsters. They're dwergar. And yeah, let's get started on prepping all of these. So only 4 new minis, but you know, I only finished 5, so I'm still ahead this week a little bit, and hopefully more next week. So this brings us to the end of the video. Please give it a thumbs up, follow, subscribe, share, comment, and the like. And above all, I'll be back here next week. Same day of the week, same channel, same Dakia. Who's now signed.